That's our website. On YouTube, it is TVC Entertainment, the handle. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC to interact, engage with us, and also to communicate so that we can, of course, highlight your comments. On social media, it's at TVC Entertainment, Instagram at tvc.entertainment. Still having some issues with our handle. I don't know, that handle back, is it back? It's not back, but very, very soon it's going to be back. Is it back or off? Going back, we will sort it out very soon. tvc.entertainment is the backup, but the original will be TVC Entertainment _, right? Okay, so you can also catch us on GOTV channel 16, StarTimes 121, and if the terrestrial band is your option, the ultra high frequency will be 49. We'll kick off with a guest discussion. And of course, we're going to be joined by Ibi Content, the founder and creative director of Sabiat, a Nigerian theater company rooted in bold storytelling and community impact. Now, as a writer and director, Ibi uses performances as a way to challenge injustice and amplify unheard voices. And then on tech, we're discussing online financial security and awareness, a case study of CBEX. Did you put your money to the latest version of MMM? Well, Akapa Tosan is a passionate digital tech enthusiast with over 7 years hands-on experience in the financial markets as a futures trader, a crypto trader, and a forex trader. We'll be talking about how to ensure that you don't fall prey to some of these scams, as it were, online. There's never a wrong time to celebrate a birthday. We will be giving you special birthday shout-outs today to you and your loved ones. We have a second book chat, Monfik Ryan Abu, the author of Life Sync Blueprint, Practical Principles to Overcome the Burden of Balance. That's quite a mouthful. Well, the author will be here and we'll be talking about that book. Watch out for that one. It will be an aberration to have a show, Wake Up Nigeria, without a musical performance. Michael Akintola, popularly known as Mike Frost, one of Nigeria's most sought-after singer and songwriter, will be here to perform this morning. By choice and design, you were made to be mine. And girl, forever, I assure, I give all and a bit more. You color my world. I know if you wait for the day. Now, after that book chat, our final guest, incidentally, he just walked into the studio. The amazing Chuddy K. He is an author, TV host, filmmaker, investor, and media entrepreneur whose 25-year career spans advertising, public relations, television, radio, print, and digital media. We'll have him on the show this morning. With Chuddy, there's quite a lot that we could talk about. Well, the show is just getting on the road. Yeah, I did something with all of that. Let's get it started after this. right, I've already started quite an interesting discussion with our guest this morning. Ibi Contain, the founder and creative director of Sabiat, Nigerian theater company rooted in bold storytelling and community impact. Now, as a writer, director, and producer, Ibi uses performance as a way to challenge injustice, amplify unheard voices, and spark difficult but necessary conversations. It is great to have you, Ibi. You are welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Prior to this time, I was trying to tell her that she should be in the Hague and all that, fighting for the rights of the marginalized in maybe Nigeria or somewhere. You studied international law, yeah?
Yes.
How did you pivot? How did you vault into theater?
So I haven't left international law, but I added theater as a passion.
As a passion,
yes.
Okay. How did it all start for you?
When I was doing my first degree, I was in 100 level, and I saw a group come up during my orientation to put up a play. And I figured, you know what, I love this and I want to be a part of this. So I started off theater as an actor. And when I started acting, I knew I wanted to control the stories that I was acting on stage. I could do that. And then in 2018, I went to study writing for stage. And then I started writing my own stories. And I wanted to be more behind the scenes, to control these stories more. So then I started directing. And being in the theater space, being in, in telling stories, right, there's not a lot of funding, so I figured I would do this myself. I can write the stories, I can direct it to control the stories I'm telling, so I might as well go up into producing them. So that's how I have been here. And I stayed here because of the kind of stories I tell and the kind of stories that I want people to see. Right. In Nigeria especially, we're not used to having uncomfortable conversations. So that's where I come in.
So when you say uncomfortable conversations, what exactly are you talking about?
On the issues of advocacy, of feminism, on things like sex work. Like the project I have coming up for this weekend, this Easter, it explores the lives of sex workers in Nigeria, especially existing in a patriarchal and religious society.
Some countries recognize them as workers who even pay tax in some situations, but of course, due to our culture, tradition, I think the way that we see things, that is going to be quite an uncomfortable conversation
It's a very uncomfortable conversation because we cannot deny the existence of these people.
Oh, and incidentally, you might be surprised that they are patronized even much more in these climes than over there.
Exactly.
We have data from, internet data that shows that we visit some of these X-rated sites even more than the developed countries. So I think we're a country that likes to facade. We always try to leave a facade, uncomfortable, but under there are a lot of people that wouldn't mind, but hey, we have to keep that facade and all of that. So going out and telling all these kind of stories, what has the feedback been since you have been doing this? The
feedback has been great because people want to say something, but they don't say it. So now they're looking for someone else to come out and tell these stories, right? The first time I staged this particular project, this play, was in 2022. And I had people reaching out to say, oh, I haven't seen something like this before. Or these are topics that I don't hear people addressing. I don't hear people talking about. Why are we not having these conversations? Which is why I'm bringing it back, right? In the society that we live in, Nigerians are very religious, very strong cultural and moral values. But again, these things are happening because they're real. If there was no demand, there would be no supply. So we cannot say that we are denying these people's existence or we're berating them for this lifestyle. You cannot push away a problem by ignoring it, right? These are human beings, and these are conversations that we will have, and that's why I tell the stories that I tell.
What's the title? The play that you're having is
Back for Ground.
Back
for Ground. Yeah, so it's
that just says it all.
Exactly.
That just says it all.
Because as a typical Nigerian, you should know, money for hand.
I would believe that this would not even need a synopsis as it were, but hey, come on, can you give us a little tidbit into what it is all about and why people should come see it?
So Back for Ground explores the life of a sex worker called Ijoma, right? In her past, this is the life that she has lived. Now, we see her trying to transition to living into normal society and the pushback that she's getting. We're getting an education, we're getting married, we're living a normal functioning life. And everybody is attaching that to her past. So how do we see ourselves in Ijoma? Because everybody has a past life that you're living, right? And how do we move from seeing sex work as a crime, as this terrible thing, to seeing it as, you know what, this happened, right? And it doesn't take away from who a person is. So that's what we're exploring with this play. And it's this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And I have a discount code for people listening in.
Okay.
The discount code is TVC, so they can text us on Instagram. Yes?
No,
for TVC
no need for
listeners.
that. Just go there, tell them Mike sent you.
Tell them Mike sent you.
They'll give you VIP.
You get VIP. Tell them
if
Mike
they don't
sent
give you
you.
VIP, just tell me. I'll talk to her. But wonderful. So where is this going to be staged at?
Muzon Center, Lagos Island. Yes.
Wonderful, and people can go see it and all of that. The final word. What is at the end of this? What do you want to see at the end of this show? Or with all these uncomfortable stories that you tell and these things, what impact do you expect this to have in society at large? What are you expecting?
The first for me is a change in our view, a change in our perception and how we see these things. Last year, I staged a play called Waterside, and it explored the oil exploration in South Nigeria. Now, these are conversations that we barely have, or there is only one version of it that we know, right? So to tell history the way it should be told, you have to control the narrative. So for me, it's people need to see things from a different point of view. Oh, I used to think one way before. Now I know there are 3 ways to this, right? You used to think, oh, sex work, people that have been sex workers in their life, or these are condemned, or these are not human beings. But no, we need to see it from a wide angle view. We need to start learning to see people as human beings. This is the issue. How do we address it? How do we treat it? How do I come away from this experience knowing that, oh, now I have a better and more comprehensive view of this issue, of this part of my society, because it's not going away.
When she said wide angle, yes, she actually is a director. Thank you so much, Ibi. It's been a pleasure having you, and wishing you the best at the show, the stage in this.
Thank you, and I hope to see you there.
I would. VIP, Abi.
You got it.
All right,
thank you.
We'll take a time out now, and we will be back. There's still quite a lot more to come this morning.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise.
Nifemi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News. My day is usually busy, and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange, and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates, and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy, and always on. And hey, you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news. I'm Nifemi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Welcome to Pure Entertainment. What would you like to order from our menu today? We have the regulars.
So let me go and look for my jam results. So
my 280 was 320. I suppose don't be one medical.
At this point, I contest my jam results.
I want to close the show.
I can go. I can.
Yeah, that's all we can take. Eje can close the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 1 unavailable by Davido featuring Musa Keys.
We also have today's chef special.
Yo.
Hello, good morning. Well, yes, it's time this Thursday for our first
book chat of the day. And we have this really colorful book called The Importance of Names. Now, it's the first book from Chidima Ifunayachi. If I got that right. I did, yes. She is an emerging actress, filmmaker, and creative writer, and she intricately weaves personal experiences into her work. Now, she's the author of this book, and it's apparently for everyone that has a name that isn't the easiest to pronounce. Now, I think a lot of people can relate with this, having names that are not easy to pronounce in any country, anywhere in the world. But you decided to put this book together for Nigerian names. Let's talk about this journey.
Okay, so as a British Nigerian, I was born and raised in London.
Okay.
But of course, my parents are Nigerian and moved, you know, when they were teenagers. And they gave me a different name at birth. So Chidima is my actual name, but it's not what's on my legal documentation.
Okay.
My legal name is Cheryl.
Oh, interesting.
The whitest white girl name you can find.
Yeah, exactly.
And they were deliberate in the sense of they didn't want me to undergo what they went through, bullying because of names.
True.
Missing out on job opportunities. You know, my mum talks about how the teacher used to intentionally fail her papers because of her name.
Goodness me.
Knowing that she was of Nigerian descent. So of course, I come from 1980s England, not, now I know I don't look it, but it's a case of they wanted the best for us. So myself, my brother, we would have very English names to avoid all of that. But that doesn't mean we didn't see it happen. Growing up in Peckham, which is like the 37th state after Nigeria, so many Nigerian kids were bullied, like terribly bullied because of their name. So Mayowa became mayonnaise, for example. You know, kids like Tunde would say, okay, don't call me Kunde, call me Tony or Thomas, something to blend in so that they wouldn't stand out, because kids, it's easy for kids to pick on other children when they feel like there's something that makes you different. So I wanted to kind of really explore that and how much that affects us as humans, our names, because the first thing you're given when you're born is a name. Before they even give you a pamper, is your name. Your parents have decided, you know, and coming from Nigerian culture, how important it is with how we do naming ceremonies. If you're about 8 days, it's a whole thing, because your name kind of dictates the trajectory of your life.
It's like a prayer. It's like foresight. It's like seeing ahead of this child's life.
Exactly, your name. So I wanted children who have names like that to not feel that like they don't belong.
I'm going to open one of the pages of the book here. It says, one day, Sekwarala Kelechi decided that she had had enough of the laughter and told her teacher and the class they should just call her Sophie from now on, hoping that it would change things. Now, how many kids probably feel this way about their names? And based on, I know that just the whole premise of the story, do you think maybe we should consider as parents giving simpler, easier names to pronounce?
Actually, we shouldn't. We should be doing the opposite.
Okay.
And I feel like in this day and age where, thank God it's 2025 and not 1985, being African is trendy, but outside of that, our name is what ties us to this continent. It ties us to our roots. If we adopt names that don't belong to us, it's almost like a form of self-dilution or giving up one's identity. You're not going to find an Oyinbo man say, call me Uzoma. What is it has no meaning for him.
Sure.
Same for us.
Sure.
Our parents give us these names because of the meaning, the power behind it. So therefore, relinquishing your name is like relinquishing your power.
Very true.
I feel like we should be adopting that more, actually. We should stand, which is why now as an adult, I've decided I'm going to go back to what my name should be.
So it's actually interesting that you should talk about bullying. I myself, I did the first 10 years of my life in the UK.
Okay.
And my name being Titi Layo.
Wow.
I got bullied quite a bit myself.
Of course.
Because the short form is Titi.
Titi.
And what Titi means in, let's say,
slang.
North London, as a slang, means mammary glands.
Of course.
And I was also the only black child in the class at the time. So it was a lot.
Yeah.
But I did still embrace the name. My parents still embraced the name because of what it means. So I feel like the meaning of the name is more important than actually pronouncing the name itself.
Right.
Titi Layo me, that's forever is my joy.
Oh, beautiful.
Right, in
That's
Yoruba.
nice.
So I have to ask you if this particular story now is actually about a particular child, or you just try to, connect it just generally with what female children especially are going through.
So this particular name, no.
Okay.
the story for this name is I told my uncle, listen, give me the longest Igbo name you can find.
Yeah.
So we researched, and this was one we created. This name doesn't even technically exist.
Wow.
But it's based off of a story of a real girl who I went to school with.
Okay.
Who was almost suicidal.
Wow.
Because of the bullying back then. This is
Wow.
96, between 96 and 98.
Wow.
And I thought, and I'm also of Nigerian descent, and I felt I sympathized with her, but I couldn't relate because I didn't have that issue. No one ever had an issue pronouncing my name because it was an English name. And then to see her strive and push through, she's a doctor now, successful.
Amazing.
But it doesn't take away all those years that she was bullied and treated differently.
Now, as quickly as possible, if you're just tuning in, the name of the book is The Importance of Names, and Chidima Ifunayachi wrote this. Now, the illustrations are beautiful. Sharman Taiba and Zara Khan put the illustrations of this book together, and I feel like it should be in the library of every Nigerian child. Thank you so much for coming to talk to us about this piece, and congratulations on the
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. Thank you for your time.
All right, then. So have you actually thought about the importance of your name? Something for you to consider, if you ask me. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and tag us with your thoughts. We're taking another quick break. We'll be back.
Michael Frost is in the building, known as Michael Akintola. It is great to have you, Michael. You're welcome.
It's good to be here.
All right, Michael, how can we juxtapose slavery in the 17th century as opposed to capitalism in the 19th?
How fun.
Because I don't understand. He said, I was asking him any serious question. No, just kidding. It's great to have you. Welcome. Mike Frost, how long have you been doing this?
It depends on exactly what you're asking.
Professionally.
Professionally.
Let's say professionally.
Professionally, let's say 7 years, about. Yeah.
Wonderful. And the music scene is about the most competitive thing I've seen in this country. How's the journey been so far?
Ups, downs, you know how it goes.
Definitely.
You know how it goes. It's been enjoyable because I enjoy what I do.
I like that.
And I know where I'm going.
I like that.
So, yeah, I can see the destination, so I'm just enjoying the ride.
Wonderful. What are you performing this morning?
I'm doing a song titled No Be Mistake.
No Be Mistake.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And I've gone through what this was, the synopsis, but I think I can understand what you're going to perform this morning.
Let me ask you the question then. What do you think?
Baba, come on, perform. You're on that to it. All right, you ready? Take it away.
Yeah.
Many things in my mind, daytime, nighttime, you know the end. peace only for the dead. I do my best, I do. Only one life, not take two. Many things don't make sense, but one thing clear. Baby, you no be accident. Cause you remain constant. You make me sing. You fix me in many ways. You deserve all the accolades. Another life, I pick you again and again. I'm gonna make many mistakes, believe when I say you're not a mistake I made. No mistake that I need you, that I love you. No mistake that you see me how I see you. No mistake, say when I fall, now you catch me. I'm gonna make many mistakes, believe when I say you're not a mistake I made. Anytime me need her, she turn up. Steady coming through, no doubt. On my bad days when I fuck up, in my corner, my baby cheer me up. It's a blessed affair. She give me everything, she's a kid in my fair. For you, my dear, forever I swear. Forever I swear. Cause you remain constant. You make me sane. You fix me in many ways. You deserve all the accolades. Another life, I pick you again and again. I might have made many mistakes, believe when I say you're not a mistake I made. No mistake that I need you, that I love you. No mistake that you see me how I see you. No mistake, say when I fall, now you catch me. I might have made many mistakes, believe when I say you're not a mistake I made. I give all of me, I give you. Now, tell me what you need now. No be mistake that I need you, that I love you. No be mistake. No be mistake.
Morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call permanent solutions.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
shiny, yeah. Say recap done, and it's time for number 1 on the countdown. One of Nigeria's hottest artists right now, his name is Rema, and this one is called Charm. Kick it.
For dessert and a bit of nightcap, we have the nighttime and online specials.
I want to start the gym, yeah? But do you know one thing that's actually keeping me back? You should start the gym to get fat. Cricket.
She says she does pole dancing to empower women.
What's the difference? There's a difference.
That's what I'm saying. So pole dancer,
you're already almost naked. You're already almost naked.
No, it's the empowerment for me.
Sex can make a relationship better.
No.
Sex can never be overrated.
It is needed.
Especially when it's good sex too.
Almost every guy has been with somebody's girlfriend.
But they are for all of us now.
That's why you're still single.
I would not agree or disagree with that because I don't want to get into trouble. I have a home to go to.
Your next question.
Oh, you ready to fail?
Who is the person you see us? What is his name?
That woman.
Bam! Bam!
Yeah, today we'll go here.
Hey!
Let's catch up now.
I'm sure we've been able to satisfy your cravings, yeah? Stay good. TVC Entertainment for your entertainment.
Hi, welcome to What's Up and About.
Yeah.
And of course, you've seen Titi already. You did not allow me to
Chef,
introduce
what
that.
are you up to there? My goodness, he's trying to get set for us.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'll just say,
Well
Mary,
done.
of course, you're welcome.
Hi.
And
Great
you've
to be
seen
here.
Titi, and of course, Chef YSK, it's great to have you. You're welcome.
I love what I see today.
Thank you so much.
So it's only one fish you brought?
No, there are many other.
No, there's only one fish I
Mike,
can
you
see.
don't do. Calm down.
I can see one.
Oh my goodness.
I'm very calm.
Mike.
I said I can see one fish. How many can you see?
Mike that destroyed the 70
You can see
snails
two.
I can see
yesterday.
two. I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
Mary
I'm
can
wearing
see none.
contact lenses, Mike. So maybe.
Okay, nice. It's only one I can see. Because that tail is non-existent.
Wow.
But it was quite the morning getting here. Chef YSK, how was it for you getting here this morning?
It wasn't easy. The rain actually hooked me up, so it wasn't easy this morning.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Incidentally, a number of our guests came in quite early
Early,
today.
yeah.
I was shocked
Yeah.
because I came in here and I saw some guests.
Yeah.
For me, I had got into the road before the rain started, and then when it started, I'm a plebophile, so I love the rain. I love driving in the rain. I don't know so many people. And then for me, the perfect occasion would be, I started thinking, perfect occasion, beachside rain falling, umbrella, and just watching the beach. Third mainland, it has happened to me twice or thrice. Third mainland, everywhere is dark, rain is falling, I enjoy it. But this morning, it was about the worst worst condition I'd ever seen on the road, because in spite of even the wipers working extra hard, visibility was very poor. And that was where there was a problem. And then the roads had started getting flooded from Oworo part, getting onto Third Mainland Bridge. It already started getting flooded. And so you could see that cars are being careful to ensure, you know what rain can do to your car.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm sure you have an experience to share as well.
In fact, I just know that I'm here by the special grace of God, because as you were talking about the rain, from home, which is Ikeja, it hadn't started yet. And then we get out onto the road and we're going, just getting a little heavier along the expressway. And then just as we're about to pass through Oworo and
home is Ikeja? I thought it was Banana Island.
Oworo Junction was where,
Mexicano.
for some reason, my windscreen wipers decided to
Not
stop
to
working.
work.
They hooked like this and didn't move back or forth. And then
When last were they used?
So they were used on the weekend. It drizzled on the
incidentally,
weekend.
Siti sent
And it was crazy.
an image of herself driving this morning. And then the first thing that went to my mind, I was ready to blast. I was like, Titi, why didn't you check your wipers? But then she
They were
explained
used over the weekend.
the extenuating circumstances that caused that. So yeah, at times you don't just...
When I say special grace of God, I said my driver's head was outside the window driving. He was literally driving like
He deserves a
this.
bonus as
Nah,
per
he does need a
Superman.
bonus. He actually, and then I was like, you know what? Let's park at the bus stop. which is the safer thing to do. And he said, no, we're going. I said, no, park. He said, no, we're going. And we went over Third Mainland like that.
So, you know, for me, you know this usual quote of don't rain on my parade. I was telling the skies, you cannot rain on this parade because I am in such a happy mood.
Oh, okay.
I am feeling really good today. And anyone who knows me knows why. And I can tell you for free because Arsenal is moving to the semi-finals of the Champions League. I am super chuffed. I'm not even kidding. I mean, the first leg 3-0 and all the talk, the dragging, it's not possible, yada yada yada. And here we are at aggregate of 5-1, meaning we went to the almighty Santiago Bernabeu and we still beat them. 2-1.
I don't know, rice has been trending. I don't know why.
It don't cost.
Rice.
No, it's
Rice.
because of the player.
Rice.
It's the player.
Nice one, Titi.
Yeah.
Incidentally, there are a number of life lessons you can pick from this. A lot of them. After the first leg, prior to this time, now there's something about Real Madrid. I know we've spoken about auras. You know, you can see somebody and feel the kind of person they are. Yeah. With Titi, I feel warmth. Titi has that warm aura around her. Even though it can be deceptive.
I knew you had something.
For Mary, it's candor. You know, there's that thing around Mary. You cannot stay close to Mary for up to 5 minutes without hearing the truth in a lot of ways, and you could turn you off.
Me in trouble.
Exactly. So Mary's candor. But then with Real Madrid, there's that aura around them, that aura of invincibility, and it is well earned. These guys are the record champions in Europe, 15 titles. They won 3 years. People have not done it twice. They did it 3 times back to back. So there's that thing that they know who they are. Let me put it in that way. They come out there and they just expect that, look, whatever is in their way, they will take it down. But I want to use this to talk about those that are firm. In spite of what you say, as much as it is important that what you say is important, you have to understand that you have to back it up with the necessary action, with the concomitant action.
Absolutely.
And that is what happened to Real Madrid. They made all the noise. They said remontada. Remontada means they will come back. Teams have come back. Jude Bellingham left the first match and said, look, when we're going into the box, we just felt like we'll come back, we'll score. I mean, they've scored 3 goals in 5 minutes. What is 90 minutes is too long at the Santiago Bernabeu. They went there and they were whooped like kids.
Honestly, I keep hearing about this online. It's hard to avoid. You can't avoid it. It's everywhere online, the way they were just beaten mercilessly. And
so like, it could have been 3-1.
Oh, goodness.
But at the start, Saka missed a penalty. And that's understandable, well, when the extension and stuff. I was just happy he was able to redeem himself. And then there were also other parts of the match. All I know is nobody can rain on my parade today. I feel good. I feel really happy. And in a way, I feel like we won the Champions League, whether or not we...
Because it's a big win.
This is a huge one.
It is quite a big win.
I'm wondering...
It is quite a big win.
This smile, are you an Arsenal fan? Obviously not.
Of course I am.
You are an Arsenal fan?
I am. Donald for life.
You resemble Chelsea fan.
He resembles it. Exactly what I thought. I was like, this guy looks like a Chelsea fan.
That's not fair.
Arsenal for life.
Who be coach of Arsenal?
Don't do that.
Don't go there.
No, they don't deny their
undercover. But yeah.
I go with the winner.
give me five. Oh for you. That's like, you know. But then it's like I said, it's been quite something. And you know, what happened was that they went all out to say things to, I don't know, in such a way to put pressure on themselves and put some pressure on Arsenal, and it didn't get to work. So I would say, I used to say something, and it was for me at a point in my life. It was a mantra. It was a life mantra. One of the greatest blessings in life is being underestimated.
Yes,
because
underdog.
Then you can spring the element of surprise.
Absolutely.
And you see, that's what happens. Look, it is a power that is unfathomable. Even if you're big, the art of war says when you are far, act as though you're close. When you're close, act as though you're far. They missed it. They made all the noise and all of that, trying to feel, if they had not done that, and maybe don't put Arsenal on the edge. Arsenal is about one of the best defensive teams in Europe this season. They pressed
They
it.
had to work
so,
on that defense.
to all the clowns at the Santiago Bernabeu.
Wow.
PSG. Let's
you wrap it up. You wrap it
no,
up.
I was about to say that PSG. We're coming for you now, and then I remember that PSG is the most improved team.
Calm down, Mary.
So let me just calm down. Let me just calm down.
If you look at stats, you might just get it wrong this season. If you look at stats, you might just get it wrong this season. That's all I'll say. But yeah, at this point, share your thoughts with us. Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know. Let's take a break, guys. We'll be back.
Entertainment, I believe.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brand, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Broad spectrum.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m., tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
You're my provider, you're my provider.
Welcome back, the YSK Kitchen, or should I call it the Wake Up Nigeria Kitchen? The YSK Kitchen. YSK is back in the Wake Up Nigeria Kitchen this morning, and of course, we've already seen him putting together things, and there's a reason why he's been so dedicated, because he's all about flavor, he's all about taste, he's all about fresh ingredients.
Spicing the whole everywhere.
In fact, he wants to prepare everybody in this building. That's his plan.
Yeah.
And that's why it took us quite a while to get everything together. But Chef YSK, what are we making today?
This morning, we're going to make white rice with vegetable.
What type of vegetable are we talking about?
The normal green shoko.
Shoko.
Yes,
so
yes.
This YSK shoko, if you know YSK, you understand that whenever they get to his kitchen, that is the first thing people go for. So this is a special word for us right here, Wake Up Nigeria. What is the first thing we need to do?
So then I need to steam my vegetable right away.
All right.
Then while I'm doing that, so my pepper on the fire.
Okay.
So
these vegetables, you pluck them yourself?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we leave the stalks on or do we take the sticks off?
It should be there. Once it is soft, so it's okay.
Okay.
It has its own nutrient.
All right. So right now we have the shoko going in here. Let's talk about the other ingredients as well.
Okay, I have my pepper mixed already. Salt, mixed, seasoning to taste. I have my regular smoked fish, our pomo, then locust beans. Then I have my egg fish as well.
Hey.
Yes, egg fish. Yes, yes, yes.
And then of course some short grain rice standing by to be cooked later on.
Yes.
So you said steam the vegetable. What do you mean by steam?
So I don't like boiling it
to
avoid losing the nutrients inside. So I steam it.
Do you want to do that now, or you want to do it closer to when you're mixing the ingredients?
No, I'm doing it right away.
Doing it right away?
I'm doing it right away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess you might need a sieve.
Yes,
for that.
I
Let
do.
me try
Yes,
and find one for you.
Thank you.
All right. So if I didn't have those ingredients, I'm talking about the fish.
Yes.
With you there.
Okay.
What other options do I have?
Probably you could go with either crayfish, other smoked fish available as well to make use of.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna hand this over to Mike Mesikeno in just a bit because he has to prepare for the next segment of the show. But I know that at this point we're gonna steam the veg.
Yeah.
You've added salt already.
Yes, so
you're gonna start working on the rice.
Yes.
All right. Onions will go into the pan with the locust beans, I believe.
Yes.
And palm oil. So if you're following along, you can catch everything on YouTube a bit later. It's time for Mike to take over.
On Tech this morning, which is what we're talking about now, our topic is online financial security and awareness, a case study of CBEC. Tosana Kappa is our guest this morning. He's a digital tech enthusiast with hands-on experience over 7 years in the financial markets, trading stocks, crypto, and futures. It is great to have you, Tosan. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here.
All right, Tosan, let's get straight to it here. As a trader, what do you do to ensure that you're financially, when you're trading and all of that you don't fall prey to all of that? What are the steps that you take for your online security financially?
Okay, there are different platforms to trade on. Let me start with that. And the very first thing you need to know is what exactly am I trading? Am I trading CFDs? What kind of investment am I doing in general? So if we're actually talking about the Forex market, the first thing you need to know is you need to know who your broker is. You have to make sure your broker is regulated. There's this trend that's been going around now. That's one of the Ponzi schemes that actually defrauded a lot of Nigerians. If they had actually done due diligence, they wouldn't have fallen into that. Now, there are two classes of people that could have fallen into that. First, the ones that knew what they were getting into. Then next, the ones that have absolutely no idea what they're getting into. Now, when it comes to investment platforms, the first thing you look at is the ROI. These guys will offer you unrealistic ROI. ROI means return on investment. Now, if you say what the product they are selling is actually trading, we know that in trading, yes, it's very possible for you to make a very good percentage, but at the same time, you will lose. But the question is, how much exactly are you going to lose? Now, someone said something, he said, if it's too good to be true, it probably is not true. So many of these platforms offer like 100% monthly. And like I said before, it's not that it's impossible to make 100% monthly. I know some programs that can actually do that. But the question is, what is the risk to reward on this? Now, you look at your risks. Like I know some people took out a whole lot of money and just dumped it into this particular program. Now, as an investor, what you need to do is practice good risk management. Now, I'm still coming to that. That's for the people that know exactly what they are going to. Now, the second thing is most of these platforms, they lie about when they started, just to boost the confidence of investors. They just tell you that, oh, we started in 2010. But you know that you've been in the space since 2010 and you've never heard about them. You just suddenly started hearing about them about a month. And when you do the research, you see that there is not much information beyond a certain time. And so once a company is lying, you know that they are probably doing something shady. Now, these guys are offering you 100% to 200%, 300% per month. And they are not just doing that. They are now offering you and another maybe 10,000 other people the same thing. I mean, if they were that good, I'm sure the government would just pick them up and say, hey, you won't even hear of them. The government will pick them up and say, come and fix the economy for us.
So now,
so that's the second thing.
Now, CBEX, let's call out the platform. That's exactly what we're talking about now, yeah? Basically, what was their format? Did they say that they will use your money and trade, and then at the same time, it's a Ponzi scheme at the same time? What exactly was the format that they used to rope people in?
Okay. They actually said they are going to take your money and they are going to trade for you. Okay. Now, that's the tricky part. People know that in the Forex market, it's very possible for you to make a whole lot of money. Okay. People know that in the crypto market, actually, it was a crypto they were trading, cryptocurrency. That's Bitcoin. People know that once you get into crypto trading, there's a very good chance that you hit a home run, and there's a lot of money in that market. So packaging it that way, it kind of confused a whole lot of people because they said, we are trading. Now, those of us that have been trading for quite a while, we know that there's no way you'll be trading and you'll get consistent 1% steady for 1 year. I mean, who taught you to trade? So that's the thing. Unfortunately, not everybody trades. I'm pretty sure you don't trade the financial market. Yeah. So if they bring that kind of offer to you and say, this is what we are doing, we are trading, what kind of question are you going to ask? You ask, who is the broker? Now, they will say CBEX is the broker, right? Okay. Now, is CBEX a regulated broker? That was the first time my team members came to meet me and said, there's this project going on. It's called CBEX and all. They are regulated. In fact, they were sending out some certificates all around. I went to check. I didn't see any information on that. And I told them, I said, this is a Ponzi scheme you're getting into. Not to talk of the fact that they are offering them a very high ROI. And at the same time, they're asking you to bring a whole lot of people because that is the model. You see, when they ask you, come into the business, do not do anything but go and bring people. You see, these guys are giving multi-level marketing a very bad name. Now, multi-level marketing is a model that I personally, I love. I love it. It's called direct sales as well. But Ponzi schemes like this will come and take that model of multi-level marketing and say, go out there, bring people. And when you bring people, I'm going to give you twice as much as what you would have earned if you did not bring people. Now, bringing people, there are some people we call multi-level marketing experts. Those are the people you bring into a multi-level marketing project. But unfortunately, they are going to bring the market women. They are going to bring teachers, people that have no idea what they are getting themselves into, and tell them, don't worry, you don't need to bring 2 people. You don't need to bring 4 people. All you just need to do is sit down here and trade. And they even made it so good that every day you feel like you are doing something. You come and put a code for, I think, signals or so. And after that, you copy their trade and they tell you the trade is successful. Now, where exactly are we trading? I took some of those trades, I put it on my chart and I shook my head. I said, these people are just joking. So if you want, the first thing you need to do is check and ensure that these guys are regulated. It's hard to find, but if for any reason you have to go into it, because like I said, there are some people that know what they're getting into. Some people, because of that adrenaline surge, they just want to be involved in projects like that. If you want to get involved in such a project, there is only one thing that can save you. And that thing is risk management. If this was a movie, I'll just pause there and we'll just take a commercial break. But that's it. Risk management.
Well, okay.
How you manage your risk is very, very important. For example, let me just give you just this example before I give you back the mic. You have $100,000 now, okay, 100,000 naira now to invest. And somebody brings this good project to you and says, Mike, I want you to invest in this project. And this project can give you 4 times or 5 times your investment. And you calculate it, 100,000 to 500,000. That is probably life-changing money for some people. Then instead of thinking about it well, you just go, pack the whole 100,000 naira that you have worked 5 years for and dump it in that project. And at the end of the day, it doesn't work. So that's the problem many people have. And it's called the go big or go home syndrome.
All right, Tosan, that's quite instructive. You know what happens? We'll pick up on this. Next week, we'll still have you on the show. We'll move further on this, but I know that you've given us some pointers and some red flags that people can watch out for whenever things like this come up. It's been a pleasure talking to you. We'll have you next week on the show. Thank you very much.
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you for having me.
Okay. All right, hope you're able to pick up something there. Just stay with us. We'll take a time out now. The second lap of the show is coming right up.
Shield your families from germs when Dettol is a part of every household bottle.
Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC. Log on to www.youtube.com/TVC Entertainment. Join the fun.
Get ready to step into the heartbeat of your city like never before. Welcome to Events Diary, where every moment is a celebration. From the electric energy of Owambe extravaganza, to the richness of our culture, to the sophistication of corporate gatherings, Events Diary is your VIP pass to the hottest gatherings in Nigeria. And guess what? I'll be your guide, your style icon. Each week, join me as I transform from traditional chic to corporate sleek. Whether it's a birthday bash or a high-profile gala, you won't just see it, you'll feel like you're right there with me. Aww. From meetings to evening soirees, I'll be there. Or to the trendiest street festivals or to music concerts, Events Diary has something for everyone. So join me as we explore the vibrant tapestry of Nigerian scene, one event at a time.
Brand new studio, brand new set, a new face, but still your favorite breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria.
It's a fresh new energy, new vibe. You smell that?
Now that's the smell of tasty, tantalizing food from our various chefs.
And when it comes to sports updates with insightful analysis, the place you want to be is Wake Up Nigeria.
That's right. Every second there's a fresh occurrence, and every minute.
Welcome back to the second lap of the show. Now this is Wake Up Nigeria. It's been a wonderful show so far, and it's a Thursday show. And still some way RT Thursday. We've had a book chat, we've had a tech conversation. We've also had an artsy conversation and also the kitchen, all in just 1 hour. Well, in the next 45 minutes, there's still quite a lot more to come. So just chill, relax. It's a frigorific Thursday morning, and we're sure that will be that splash of sunshine in your face. My name is Mike Messikeno. Welcome. If you're just joining us, the second lap kicks right off. You can hit us up on social media at tvcentertainment_. On Instagram, we have a backup page, tvc.entertainment. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC for engagement and, of course, interaction. We also have an app where you can catch us live. It's available on the Apple iOS Store and the Google Play Store. tvcentertainment.tv/live streaming. That's the website where you can catch the live stream. YouTube is also an option. If it's GOTV channel 16, that's where you're watching us on StarTimes 121. And if it's the terrestrial band, ultra frequency will be 49. All right. Well, the kitchen is all getting set, and of course, Chef YSK is there with Titi and Mary, putting all that we have together. Like I said, it was just one fish I saw there, but I guess there's more now. We'll get to them a little bit later on the show. We'll kick off with the book chat, another book chat. Monfik Ryan Abu, the author of Life Sync Blueprint, Practical Principles to Overcome the Burden of Balance. Now that is quite a mouthful, so it's one book chat you would want to tune into. We will also be celebrating you and your loved ones on the show this morning. There's never a wrong time to celebrate a birthday.
Everything and more.
And Chuddy K is our final guest, author, TV host, filmmaker, investor, and media entrepreneur whose 25-year career has spanned all of it. We'll be talking to him this morning about what he has coming up. And then Mike Frost is still in the house. We'll still have another performance from him to wrap up the show.
You and me, we align by choice and design. You were made to be mine. And girl, forever, I assure, I give all and a bit more. You color my world. I know if you wait for the day when you say I do.
Well, that's the size of what we have left on the show, which is quite a lot. Stay with us. We will be coming back with all of that.
Abreast of happening locally and internationally via the news updates of Wake Up Nigeria.
It's light, camera, fashion, where we strut, slay, and sashay, and keep you updated with all the latest fashion trends.
Level up your morning.
Watch Wake Up Nigeria, where every morning begins with a spark.
Hey, my people, I greet you plenty. My name is Nachika Okeke.
My name na Uwi Balogun.
My name is Damilola Banire. My name is Moyo Faraway Ahmed. If you also call me Moyo, listen. And this na Abigail.
And I dare on top of you, Pigeon.
I'm going to bring you bass, boost. I don't get person will be single mother before. He carry another man show, say, now my husband be this.
Now what you want?
After that day, the man
you not go see him again.
If you snooze, you lose. If you miss this show, you miss out. On top this our show, I not dey gree for anybody.
When you dey friend the husband, you not see sign say the guy smart, you don't vex, don't give signs.
If they look for person, we will give them to you.
The Wake Up Nigeria kitchen continues, and there's a lot of smoke in here. Ooh, it is the oil, the palm oil that's bleaching. Chef YSK is putting together vegetable soup with white rice.
Yes.
Now, the ingredients for the vegetable, you've put all of them out. You've diced and sliced.
Yes,
yes. For those that missed it earlier on, we have sliced onions, more. We have locust beans. We also have
fish, the smoked fish.
Smoked fish. Okay, so talk to me about this pepper mix here.
So this is just rodo and the other tomato mix.
Tomato mix.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So are we going in with the onions first?
Yes, yes.
Okay, go ahead. All right. So onions are going in now. Yeah, and that's the sound we're looking for. And then the locust beans go in next. Very important. Very, very important. Okay. So you didn't bleach the oil all the way down. It wasn't as much as like fada sauce, for instance.
No.
So now we
go in my pepper mix.
Pepper mix.
Yes.
So this pepper mix, did you boil it or cook it in any way, or you just blended it down?
I blended and I parboiled it.
Parboiled. Okay.
Yes.
So it's not dried all the way down.
No.
Okay, fantastic.
Because it's gonna be used for white rice, so I don't want it too dry.
Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic. All right, so now there's one thing about when you have a fried sauce or a stew, when you're trying to put together a stew, you want it to be at its hottest, the oil to be at its hottest before you add the pepper in, right?
Yes, exactly. So my pomo goes in now.
This pomo, is it parboiled too?
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay,
yes.
so it's always best to have your ingredients pre-prepared.
Yes, yes, yes.
Before you go in with the mix. If you missed it earlier on, we also have some vegetables steaming here. And this is shoko, right?
Yes.
Shoko, or should we call it local, what do they call it again? Spinach. Local
yes,
spinach.
yes, yes.
There was hot water put to boil and added to the bowl, and that has been steaming for a while now. Are we taking these veggies out of the water anytime soon?
Yes, very soon.
Okay, very soon. So some salt going in now, and some
my seasoning to taste.
All right. So these powdered seasonings, it's not really easy to know how powerful it is unless you've used it before.
Yes, I'm very used to it. It's what I use mostly.
Okay.
So
as opposed to the cubes.
Yes, yes,
you
yes.
use the powdered seasoning.
It's easier. Yes.
I guess it's easier to use.
Yes, it's easier.
I'm thinking about measurements now. Like the amount you use now, was that up to 2 cubes? Or was that a bit more than 2 cubes? If you were to compare it.
Yeah, it's about 3 cubes.
About 3 cubes.
Yes.
All right, fantastic. So, if you would like to try this at home, yes, indeed, Chef YSK is putting together vegetable soup. All you need to get is your shoko vegetable.
Yes.
Put together
your smoked fish.
Smoked fish, palm oil.
And don't forget your locust beans.
Very important.
Very important.
Okay. Now that white rice, is it parboiled or boiled all the way?
It's boiled all the way.
Boiled all the way.
Yes.
Fantastic. Great. Did you add anything to the rice?
At all, only salt.
Only salt.
Yes.
Fabulous. All right, so now it's mostly a waiting game, but as you can see, the heat here, let me see if this heat is all the way up. You want it higher than that?
Yes, yes, I want it higher.
All right, I'm taking it higher now.
All right.
So that it can fry. Aha, so this fried sauce is going to be on the heat for how long now?
It's like 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yes.
And then after that, you're going with?
With my vegetable.
So some people like to dice the vegetable before adding it. I don't know, is that something you're going to do?
It's diced already.
Plucked or
Plucked, diced.
Okay.
It's done already.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So are you trying this at home yourself? Are you trying this particular recipe? If you are, please show us a video of what you're putting together. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know what's going on in your kitchen. You know, most people have some of these ingredients, you know, just handy around the house. Maybe they don't have the vegetable. They might have vegetable standing by. Okay. But if I don't have shoko, which other vegetable can I use?
You can use the other spinach as well.
Which one is that?
Ugu.
Ugu?
Yes, yes, yes.
So ugu, I'm a big fan of ugu.
Yes, yes.
I even grow ugu in my garden.
Imagine.
You know, and I pluck it fresh. And ugu is used for so many different things.
Yes, yes, yes.
Now, I know that it's a good source of iron and a lot of vitamins.
Yes.
And a lot of people recommend it for, you know, if you're not feeling too good, take a bowl of vegetable soup.
Yes.
You're good to go.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Most especially when you have like a shortage of blood, you know.
Yes.
The doctor always advised to take a lot of vegetables, especially the spinach.
Sure.
So it's very good. At times you squeeze, you mix with milk, and you are good to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I know that you make a lot of other things.
Yes.
I've tasted your zobo, for instance.
Thank you, thank you.
Like,
YSK healthy drink.
He makes the best zobo. That's sorrel. I think they call it sorrel, and it's basically hibiscus flower juice. But when you're making
sugar-free.
Sugar-free?
Yes,
sugar-free. So what do you use to sweeten it?
So just the seasoning, the flavor.
Seriously?
Yes, I just added a bit flavor.
I was actually going to ask because I made zobo at home and it was a little sharper than yours, and I was like, how are you sweetening yours?
No,
you using honey?
Yeah, I use honey. Then I use
dates.
Dates, yes,
dates.
yes.
Fantastic.
I use dates, yes. I use dates. So then I use a lot of ginger.
Ginger.
Yes, I use a lot of ginger. Then I
use
a lot of ginger. Then I added this konofuru.
Okay.
You know the konofuru, it actually works for pie.
Seriously?
So drinking it will not allow you to like go into toilet all the time, like complaining of pile or something. So I use that as one of my ingredients to make my zobo. So I added konofu, so I don't know.
Wow, I don't know what konofu. I've never heard of konofu yet. But it's not cloves, is it? It's not cloves. Is it cloves? No, I don't know if that's cloves or not. I don't know what konofu is.
Yes.
But I am really a big fan of your healthy drinks and of course your dishes. Let's take a quick look at what's happening in there. Okay, it's gotten to the stage where we need to add the veggies. Those are going in next. You are going to see the final stages of the process of this meal, vegetable soup. Love it. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back after this.
Shield your families from germs. When Dettol is a part of every household.
They ever get forced. If baby not there for her, now the woman.
Talk no dey be person, you make person no fit talk through inside. But for this country, we not say if we open court in the morning, waiting no good, no good.
Me and my sisters, hey, we go tanda gidigba for inside studio to give una all the latest information.
But look, we not even take responsibility for the children. Please the man.
And that's some warrior.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amakora Akwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers.
Maufik Ryan Abu, the author of Life Sync Blueprints, Practical Principles to Overcome the Burden of Balance. It's such a pleasure to have you in the studio with us this morning.
Oh, such a great pleasure to meet you, Mary. Thank you so much for having me.
So when I saw this book, I thought to myself, okay, is the name first? I wasn't very familiar with it, so I thought to myself, nah, this person is probably not Nigerian. And then I looked at the quality, the design and everything. I'm like, okay, this is really nice and all. And then when we met, I was like, my gosh, it's even a lady. So before that though, I had already begun to read the book. And I must say that this book is amazing. It's a breath of fresh air.
Thank
you. We read a lot of books about, you know, women, how to manage your time, how to manage your life, how to, you know, achieve optimal results. But you not only stuck to reality, you also gave practical advice, relatable advice. And I must commend you for that. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mary.
It's my pleasure. Honestly, this is a timely one. I'm going to reread it and imbibe so many things. But then let's talk about the book itself.
Yes.
There's so much to unpack here. So we'll just try as much as possible to go through each chapter as it is.
Okay, fantastic.
Now, for chapter 1, you talked about the work-life balance myth. You see, when I saw work-life balance, I rolled my eyes and I saw the myth, and immediately I was like,
yes,
now she's talking.
Yes,
like,
yes,
everyone goes, you know, you can achieve work-life balance as a woman. Something suffers.
A lot suffers. Everything else suffers, including you.
Most times,
you. Yes.
But you're pretending, oh, I have it under control. I'm super mom. I'm super wife. I'm super this. But your life is ebbing away slowly.
Thank you.
Thank you. I just need you to talk
to
us about what inspired that.
You get it, and I'm so happy you get it, because I wrote this book for these women that we just described, working mothers that own their businesses, or even as stay-at-home moms, it's also very overwhelming, if sometimes more than working mothers, because we have an escape sometimes. Then career mothers, women that work and collect salary, and they have young children. Especially
and
some
the more the harder.
Those that just are new in marriage. I worked in the bank for 13 years. I know by the time I became a manager, 7 years in, so many women I started working with that we all applied together, they are no longer working. They are all at home. I became the only female in a room filled with men. You understand, because of this issue of you're trying to balance it and it's not balancing. So my issue with work-life balance is this: equitable distribution of work and time.
Absolutely.
Work and life, your personal life and your work life. And it's such a huge lie. And that is what is even causing the overwhelm, the burnout, the depression, and all the things we suffer.
Women that snap easily.
Yes, you are snapping in the morning, you come, your supervisor, when you have a female supervisor, sometimes they are the worst. It's not because, sometimes they are the worst, let's call it spade a spade. Not because they don't like you, they don't even, and sometimes they're even tougher on the young female subordinates, because they are like, who are you? Look at what I've been through. And they are suffering in silence. It's making them bitter. You understand? So it's
you will not have your life under control. Do you know what I've been through?
Yes. Do you know what I've been through? What are you talking? When I started, you were this small, or things like that, because she's been piling up a lot of pain, a lot of stress, you know, and it has welled up, and she's become kind of a bitter person. So work-life balance doesn't really exist. Actually, I promote, as the book is titled, Life Sync.
Life Sync.
Life synchronicity, we should replace it with work-life balance, and here's why. There is work in our life, and there's life in our work.
Absolutely.
We cannot separate the two. So you have to learn to synchronize. Put your work in your life and put your life in your work. Sometimes it entails bringing your children to the office. Sometimes when you are not facing your customers, I used to do that a lot. Sometimes you have to ask your spouse to support you. Sometimes you delegate.
Shout out to every supportive spouse.
Every supportive spouse out there.
Thank you.
We appreciate you guys, because as a young mother, starting my first job when my son was 2 weeks old, it was daunting. First time mom, fresh from youth service, first job. So I didn't qualify for leave. I didn't qualify for maternity leave. They just hired me.
Wow.
You understand? So it's this awareness and delegating, my husband stepping in. Sometimes I get home at 11 p.m. He has the baby on his shoulder with the poop, with the, you know, the vomit, you know, they're always on the shoulder with the baby, you know, moments like that was what helped me to synchronize. I never sought to balance. I always sought to synchronize. And it enabled me to be able to raise these children and still grow in my career. So by the age 35, I was already a manager, you know, in the banking industry. I was one of the youngest. I don't know if I was the youngest even. I could have been, I think. I don't know the stats. But it was rare. You understand? But you would think I'm overwhelmed. Most of the time, I'm just taking it easy. I'm just taking it easy.
Which is admirable.
Yeah.
So. I know something I love that you mentioned earlier, which is a topic for another day. And maybe somebody watching a stay-at-home mom will probably do something about that. Is how people feel being a stay-at-home mom means that you have life easy. It's overwhelming.
It's the worst.
I like the fact that you mentioned it. It's the worst.
It's the worst. I took a break and stayed at home between the first and the second. It was not funny. I couldn't wait to go back. Because I call it like a Pandora's box. Being a stay-at-home mom. You don't know what will pop up. You don't know the child that will be sick. You don't know the person you need to pick up from school, or there'll be an emergency at school or something. You are now everything. And
there
is no
all
escape.
over the place.
There is no place to
There's
go.
No
There's no escape.
Which is what your work gives you.
Yes. That work is an escape. And it helps you to fulfill your passion. And it helps you to know that you are more than just a mother.
Yeah.
You are a teacher, you are a journalist, you are an interviewer, you are a writer, you are a business owner. Absolutely. And you are meeting adults and sharing life issues and other things. Then you get back home, then you pick it up again and continue. It just helps you to have that synchrony.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, I just wish we could just race through this.
Yes.
We've got the life sync model, understanding your own life sync.
Yes.
Principles to sync your life successfully.
Yeah.
Taming the time beast. Prioritization and the art of saying no. I've always had a problem with saying no. At work and even at home.
Yeah.
But mostly at work. I find that I learned to say no at home faster than at work. And I recall last week, last week, was the first time I would say no to a task. I'm this sponge that when things are meant to be done, I'm willing to, take it up and everything. And I recall we're in a meeting and my boss said, I want you to do this, that you're the one that will handle this. And for the first time, I said no. Because I already had a lot on my plate. I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And you're saying, okay, do this as well. Now, he wasn't coming from a place of, I needed to do this, you must.
Yeah.
He was coming from a place of, I know you can handle
Yes.
this. But it was more pressure, more stress for me, and I'm already feeling overwhelmed by so many other things I'm to do.
Yes.
And when I said no, I felt guilty. But later, I felt relieved. I was glad when it was passed on. I was even trying to offer that, okay, I will support whoever it was you gave, but he said no. I think he understood, and I thank him for that. Like, he understood.
Yes.
But it was my first time.
How empowering did you feel?
Very.
It's very empowering because now you know your capacity. The thing about Life Sync is understanding your capacity vis-a-vis your capability. So when you understand everybody has a capacity. This room has a capacity for the generator.
Absolutely.
Even the power we are being charged, if you pay the electricity bill, there's a capacity.
You know what? This is a conversation that you and I will have to continue having.
Yes.
Because right now we have to head to the kitchen for the cooking to continue. But then, thank you so much, Maumfik, Raya, and Abu. It's been an interesting conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you for writing this book. I'm thanking you for it.
Thank you
well
for
done.
loving the book and
love
seeing the heart, the intention I had for writing the book.
Thank you. So it's not the kitchen, though. It's for birthday shout-outs, and I know Titi is on standby for that.
That looks like such an interesting book. Wow. Okay, fantastic. Now it's time for us to celebrate you and your loved ones this April. Wow, so many birthday shout-outs to give today. And we start with Benjamin Maradesa. Happy birthday, Benjamin. The 18th of April is your birthday, and this birthday shout-out is coming from Samuel Dosa. Now the next birthday shout out is going to...
And I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year
birthday shout out is going to Doncor Stella. 17th of April is your birthday. Now this is from ASAC Youth. Happy birthday. A very happy birthday to Ifedolapo. 21st of April is your birthday. You're celebrating yourself today, and we celebrate with you.
I wish you all the best. This day is your day, and I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more.
Our next birthday shout out goes to Lady M.A. Nwokoro. 21st of April is your birthday, and this is from High Chief Angela Obi. The next shout out goes to Mosu Wealth Iola. 19th of April is your birthday. Mr. and Mrs. Samuel are sending this shout out.
This day is your day, and I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get.
A very happy birthday to Mr. Oshobu Kende. 18th of April is your birthday, and this birthday shout out is coming from your wife and your children. Happy birthday to Mrs. Muji Wilson. 18th of April is your birthday. Muti Roland is celebrating with you.
I wish you all the best. This day is your day, and I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year.
Happy birthday to Mrs. Oluwabumi Dosa. 22nd of April is your birthday. Your husband and your daughter are celebrating you. Okay, the next shout out goes to Ohakwere Vivian. 14th of April is your birthday. This shout out is from the Righteousness family.
Everything and more.
Happy birthday, Olasukomi Janet Obalolua. 19th of April is your birthday. This shout out is from Mr. and Mrs. Samuel.
That you wish for this year, you go get everything and more. Hey, everything and more.
Happy birthday, Uluwapelumi Sunday. 14th of April is your birthday. The Righteousness family are celebrating you too.
I wish you long life and prosperity. Yeah.
Happy birthday on Nosoya Success. 19th of April is your birthday. The ASAC youth are celebrating with you.
And I wish you very well. This year you will have all that you prayed for. This year you will have all that you wish for. This year you go get everything and more.
All right, loads of April babies out there, and I'm going to use this opportunity to say happy birthday to Amber and Ruby Oyinson once again. Mommy is so proud of you. Happy birthday, ladies. All right, so this is where I say may God bless you and keep you and meet you at the point of your needs. May everything good come your way as it is promised. At this point, we have to take a quick break. There's more on Wake Up Nigeria.
Entertainment is life. That bit of life that makes life bearable, that makes it fun. And I know that what I do contributes to that because I tell my staff that we are not
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate
All right, welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Yes, Chuddy K is in the house, author, TV host, filmmaker, investor, media entrepreneur. He's been there. He's done that. Over 25 years from New Dawn, right?
Yes.
Was there anything before New Dawn? So that let's just know.
There were two things before New Dawn.
What was there before New Dawn?
The Sunday show with Livia Jonuma, and there was Inside Out with Agatha.
So Livia Jonuma, if you hear that, a lot of people now, you don't know that name. You don't even know that name.
At least they know DJ Obi, who is his son.
Okay.
So the legacy continues.
Exactly. But as a media practitioner, they don't know that.
They don't know him. He was a legend. He is a legend. He's late, but he was at some point, he was the most influential TV presenter.
Definitely.
Longest running independently produced TV show on AIT and NTA for a long time.
You know, I watched New Dawn growing up, and I saw that time you were part of the production.
Yes.
And it's not like you are, maybe you should be 60 or something.
I started working in New Dawn when I was 16 or 17.
That is, I share you see, because means that about that age, I was sitting back at home, enjoying for me watching New Dawn, because I mean, that was it. That was television we knew.
Yeah.
There was one-on-one then, quite a number of shows and all that. But you started then, and all of that has defined where you are as a person or as a media practitioner now.
Yes, it has. Without a doubt. You know, I was in, one of the beauties of my career is how, I always say, I'm an old hand, you know, but still, I don't like to use the word relevant, but still responding to the culture today. And the thing that has made that possible is that I have seen many eras go in the media space.
You have.
I have learned under the very best. You know, I have been cooked under the very best. You know, this weekend, the episode I'm releasing on my show is a celebration of the 50 TV icons that inspired me.
Wow.
And I lost that journey. I've worked with many of them. So it's not just, I was cooked. This is not just...
How important is mentorship in this journey and every other thing, because this is something that we can use as, you know, to talk about life generally. How important is mentorship?
I think mentorship is important for sustainability, but it's not just direct mentorship. It is observational mentorship. So that means that you don't have to meet the person.
Exactly.
You know, you have to just say that person is where I want to be.
And social media has made it easy.
And social media made it so easy. So there's no need to stay in people's DMs, insisting that they must meet with you. No. Observe their life, watch their interviews, read their books, read their articles. People write epistles on their social media captions these days. That is important. Because more importantly, it's not to learn what is current today, it's to learn what is always relevant.
Wow.
You know, so that's what has helped me.
Being an old head, how have you been able to, should I say, vote into this era, this social, because a lot of things, you know, I remember then when we used to talk about how, before the era of AI, how IT would take a lot of jobs. I mean, at one point I'd seen a chef that was fully automated, computerized and all that.
Yeah.
But then, I thought that as a media practitioner, our job is safe. Now, it's every other person. Social media has made it that if you have a phone, you don't even need a mic. Because there's a mic on the phone. You just put up your camera and do everything. How have you been able to, you know, from that age when you had syndicated network television to see and everybody had to go at a particular time to get information, to this age where everything is out there. But then you've still been there, you've traveled up to this point. How did you, because I tell myself that, this social media era, I'm not used to putting things out. How did you do it?
And it's amazing because my live show coming up on the 27th, which we're going to talk about. Two of the speakers are social media skit makers and some of the biggest social media influencers, Taoma and Kiki. I know the funny thing that there was a time when I went off all media, all publicity, all everything for 2 years. And that was in that 2-year period or 3 years was when skit making blew up. When I came back, I was confused because, you know, I run a PR company. So one day, I used to receive the alerts. So I saw the amount that was being paid to Macaroni and Brother Shaggy, and I was confused. I'm like, sorry. Is this for like a 1-year campaign? They said no, it's for posts over 1 month.
And so just as recently as a few years ago, I was confused by the changes in an industry that I was in. But that's to show you. But I didn't. So I was talking to some young people who were interviewing me on radio, and they were saying, you're so current and relevant to Gen Z.
Yeah.
And I say, it is not because I wanted to be relevant to Gen Z, it's because I did the work that I was called to do.
I like that, knowing your purpose.
Yes, that's
as
it.
it were.
That's
wonderful. And that is what 27th is all about.
Yes.
Talk to us. What exactly is happening on the 27th?
Yeah. So we're having the biggest talk concert this continent has seen. Yeah. We're taking the With Chuddy experience. So people are always talking about how people break down in tears, how people have goosebumps on the show, how there's joy on the show, how people, many of the guys say it's therapy. How people are watching. I've seen people say, I just watched your show, I was going to take my life. And I watched these guests talk about wanting to take their life, and I stopped. So that's life-changing experience. We're putting it on a big stage in front of thousands of people.
Okay.
And we're having the biggest possible guests that anybody can find. So I'll be interviewing live on stage, the Chimamanda Adichie.
The Chimamanda, wonderful. With her first book in 10 years.
In 10 years. And this is her first major public event in Nigeria.
In Nigeria,
the book was released.
Yes,
so
I'm looking forward to it, even if it's just because of her.
Yes, there's Funke Akindele. She's coming. She's going to be live there on stage. There is Falz, the bad guy, going to be live on stage. There is Bovi Ugboma, going to be live on stage. And there is Pastor Jerry Eze.
Are they all going to be there? You assembled Avengers.
We assembled Avengers. We assembled Avengers. That's what it is.
You just put Avengers together.
Yes.
So
biggest stage, biggest guests.
Are they all going to be together?
They're going to be one after the other.
One after the other.
Yes.
Wow. So
then after that, we're having a panel that's together.
Okay.
And that has Ebuka Obi-Uchendu, Kiki, Taoma, Hawa Lawal, and Vicky James.
You know what you are doing? This Marvel and DC. That's what you're doing. Wonderful, wonderful. And where is this happening? How can people attend and be a part of it?
Right. So they can register on event.withchuddy.com.
Okay.
Event.withchuddy.com. They can follow me on Instagram at Chuddy. All the information is always there.
It's always there. All right.
Event is happening 27th of April at the Palms. There's a brand new event center at the Palms that people are going to. It's even just designing this event in that event center, the kind of experience we are creating. I'm so excited about it.
Wonderful. I'm looking
so it's Sunday,
forward to
April 27th.
You know, as a person, as somebody who does this, you're doing this job. What is that thing?
And as a fan of yours as well. I think you're doing an amazing. Let me say how much of a fan of yours you are. 2 years ago, I told my team members I was doing something abroad. I came back to Nigeria. I've been abroad for like 6 months. I was watching your show one day, and I'm like, you know what? I want to go and be a guest presenter on Wake Up Nigeria for one day. I tell you, I discussed with my team members. They said, stop it. You have so much work to do. That's how much of a fan I am.
Let's end this show. Titi, you didn't tell me this. Stop it. Stop. Close. Roll the montage. It's okay.
So, yeah.
Should they say it again? No, I'm just kidding. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure having you here. Yeah. And the question I wanted to ask is, that thing, you said is therapy for people. And I've had people, even without you, who have also had that thing that, look, they listened to this interview, they knew how to navigate a particular situation they're going through in their life.
Yes.
Why do you do it? Is it because of something you've experienced? Is it because a number of times, when you've gone through something, and maybe you know the pitfalls, you know how bad it can be. Yeah. And what is that? What is your, I'm looking for the word now, but why do you do it?
There are a number of things that came up to this moment, but this is the moment I decided to do this show. And I shared it. I did Mwabudu interviewed me on my show for my birthday, and I said this to her for the first time. 2017, I was trending on Twitter for 3 days. And you don't trend on Twitter for 3 days for good things.
Definitely. What's his Twitter?
Yes, so 3 days. And I felt so sad. And so I went on YouTube and typed what to do when people hate you. That's what I typed on YouTube. And the interview that came up was an interview with Oprah and Brené Brown. There's a researcher and public speaker called Brené Brown who has written books about courage, shame, and all of that. And this was like a short clip. I don't know whether it was like, I think it was a 45 minutes interview, 15 minutes, I can't remember. But I watched that interview and I was healed. And I said, I want to do a show that one day in Africa, somebody's going to go on YouTube and type a problem in their lives, and my show will give them an answer. That's what inspired the show.
Wow. I've never heard this anywhere, but that was deep. I would have said what it was, but I know, like it's Twitter, there are different, you train it for different reasons. But we thank God that you trended that time because if
that's
you
what
didn't,
we
we wouldn't have all that we have here today.
Yes.
So, well, this is us here wishing you the best.
Thank
We'll support you and just keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on impacting, keep on influencing lives, and you're born for this.
Thank you.
I mean, when you started it, I was sitting down watching what you were doing, not knowing that you were behind the scenes and all of that. And look at it today. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. All right. We, if you're not fasting, we have something for you. Breakfast before you go on the press conference.
Yes.
Titi has been preparing it.
Yes, I've been smelling it.
Okay. All right, Titi. We're coming there to join you now. Let's see what you have for us in the kitchen.
Yes, so we're seeing your photo shoot.
You know, that's why people say you are relatable with the Gen Z, because that picture taking is my own challenge. I have my photo, in fact, it's the one I did 2 years ago. Before then, it was maybe up to 15 years.
Wow.
We have to learn.
We have to learn.
Welcome to the kitchen,
Thank
Chuddy.
Thank you.
It's great to see you.
Same here. And well done to the chef, because I've been smelling it. So
Chef YSK.
Yeah.
He has come to YSK, our kitchen. We have vegetable soup here with white rice. Now, we are all in love with the soup generally, but please have a taste of this soup and let him know exactly how it goes.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. So rice and vegetable. Drum roll. Chef is like.
So what do you think? Huh?
They will think I'm lying because it's TV. But it's fantastic. It's full, it's rich. You know? Like several flavors happening at the same time. Thank you. You know, well done.
Yes.
YSK, well done. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah.
Titi, I know Mary, of course. You're also looking forward. Chimamanda will be there, so Mary's eyes are shining.
Yes.
I love books. That's not my fault.
Yeah, April 27. Sunday, April 27.
It's good to say the day.
Yes, Sunday, April 27.
When we talk about that, it's been a
You're
pleasure.
going to do this live.
Yes,
wow,
live. Yes.
Okay, because the recorded version, I know about the recorded version.
Because you've been a guest on the recorded version.
Yeah, I was trying not to say it.
You know, you've been a guest now.
Thank you for saying it.
Wonderful,
you people exposed me.
Yes, and then I now dragged the two of them.
Yes, she dragged the two of us.
Oh, yes. Because of that, because Derele came here, and then that's one became with
you
Mary.
guys, that's one.
But you inspired so many people with that story. It took a lot
you
of
did.
courage, you know, but you inspired so many. That's what we're trying to do. How can people's lives be changed by people's stories?
Yeah, thank you.
Would you have been a
All right, guys, we have to head over to our performer now.
Yep.
He's been standing by.
To take us out. It's been a wonderful show. We'll see you tomorrow. But Mike Frost
I can't wait to hear it.
All right, then,
here
guys.
to take us out.
Bye.
You and me, we aligned by choice and design. You were made to be mine. And girl, forever I assure I give all and a bit more. You color my world. I know if you wait for the day when you say I do, and I'll say it too. You make it easy, I can't lie to you. Oh, give me command, I'll be a soldier. Any other, deliver, fit, carry helicopter to any corner, do anything for ya. You give me color. You make my world reach up your love. All black, no white without your color. I'm here. pray make you day here when I'm 18. Tell all them boys you are taking. May they find another place, go find bestie. So deep how I feel about you. Nothing fit to touch me, now I don't fly. That's Burj Khalifa. I love you wait for the day when you say I do, and I'll say it too. You make it easy, I can't lie to you. Oh, give me command, I'll be a soldier. Any order, I deliver, I fit, carry helicopter. So any corner, I do anything for you. Give me color. You break my word with your pure love. Yeah, all black, no white without your color. I'm here, baby, Rafi.